What's up, everybody? Ben Rizzi here for Odd Shopper, and I am back. College football rules on. Can you believe it's week 14 already? We're to it now. Obviously, this is a crazy week with Thanksgiving. There's a lot of games Friday, a lot of games Saturday. I'm focusing on the Saturday games. We're going to put a couple together and build out one of our parlays. Try to cash plus money ticket to give us some momentum before bowl season. Plenty of action, though, and plenty of stuff here at Odd Shopper in terms of sports betting action from picks and tools breakdowns. If you like what you see, take a few minutes. Check it out. Like, subscribe, be part of this community. Come on now. Let's see if we can connect these dots. I'm diving right in the elusive college football parlay this year. Bring up the board and let's just dive right in. We're going to get started. I'm going to warn you. Some of these are, you know the drill. Very greasy. We start again Saturday. Plenty of action. Ding, ding, ding. First bet up. Arkansas State, our friends. They've been in this video a million times. Some to great success, some to great failure. Looking at you, Louisiana. They get 4.5 points here, a little extra juice against Old Dominion at home. So, short version and long version. Short version, I think this is a toss-up game. Give me 4.5. Long version, Old Dominion is an interesting team. They've made some strides here, definitely defensively. They know who they are. They've got some dual threat ability, lean on the ground game, solid. Again, are they the most high-octane team I've ever seen? Absolutely not. But I really do respect what they've done on the year. They've had some flashes. And I do think, actually, just as a program, they're on the right track. Now, none of that's super relevant here. They're still a 4-7 team. They've lost 3 straight, App State, JMU, and Marshall. I'm not sure what they bring here. And again, I'm a little surprised that Arkansas State, I know they don't have a ton to play for. They're 7-4 right now. They'll be in a bowl. Rayner has had an interesting second season at quarterback, but they've won 4 of 5. Yes, they were outclassed by Louisiana, but they just beat Louisiana Monroe, Georgia State. They're doing what they need to do. Defensively, it's been a mess all season. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. They're outside the top 100 in a lot of key statistics, but I think they can hang in this game, and I don't think Old Dominion exploits that to the fullest extent. So I look at this. Again, you want to give me 4.5 points. I'll get things started with a little greasy plus 4.5 for Arkansas State. Now, 1 down, 2 to go. If you're watching this maybe on Friday night, maybe it's Saturday morning, regardless, we're doing some obviously really cool stuff for Black Friday. If you have not been inside the ropes at Tails and you want more action, you say, well, what about these big games at noon? What are you doing for Friday? All this other stuff. Come and find out for yourself. The link is below. Use the code TAILS60 and you get 60% off anyone from the marketplace that's on the screen. So it could be me, it could be someone else. You can do a couple people. We just wanted to make it available for as many people as possible. And it's not just that. You don't just get plays synced right to your device. You do get that, but you also get right into the Discord. And you get, for me, again, everyone's different. These are my channels. Again, the bets feed in right here, all different stuff going on. You get to talk through things. Say, what do you think about this game? Hey, what about this, that, sweat it out. All good stuff. Awesome opportunity. Come on in and give it a try. Like I said, even if you stay for the week, we would love to have you in there. Positive vibes only in this Discord. Here we go. 1 down, 2 to go. Scrolling. Told you it's going to be greasy. UCLA, -8 at -112. All right. Most teams are finishing up with either a rivalry game or a conference game. UCLA, maybe Fresno and UCLA are bitter rivals, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not aware of that if that's true. 8-point spread. I thought UCLA battled decently well against USC. They just so many field goals. You can't do that. But here they get a class drop in terms of competition. Fresno's a fine team, but they haven't played the level of competition UCLA has. And look at Fresno. First of all, they can't run the ball at all. 3.2 yards per rush, 125th in the country. They get by a lot of short passes. I'm not super worried about that. UCLA secondary is no good, but I'm more worried about explosive plays with them, and I don't really think Fresno is equipped to do that. There's no chance Fresno runs on them. So then it's, what can UCLA bring? 4-7 UCLA, who also can't run. They don't even really attempt to run at this point. They're doing a lot of what Fresno is doing. I think they just do it a little better. Then you look at intangibles. UCLA, you could take this 2 ways. One, it's week 14. You are who you are, and they commit a ton of penalties, and that is a problem. 2, that's what they've been doing, and they've been able to navigate some of these games already. So if you get a game where they clean it up a little bit, we're going to be even further ahead. It's simply, for me, I just look at Fresno State, and I just don't think they're of the class, even of a UCLA team. I know UCLA, in terms of motivation and all that, it's impossible to quantify where a lot of these teams are at. Fresno's sitting 6-5, but I just don't think they were crushed. Again, you're going back to week 1 by Michigan. They were crushed by UNLV. They were handled by Washington State. To me, that's the caliber of UCLA, closer to that, I should say, than Nevada. And they lost to Air Force. I mean, no offense, but Air Force is just brutal. They did have a nice win last week. I will give them credit against Colorado State. But just looking at Fresno, they have no real identity. Anything inside 10 here, I like. I like UCLA in this game. I think they end the season on a minor high note against Fresno. Double-digit win for the Bruins. Arkansas State, UCLA. Where do we go now? We got to find one more. And then, again, I'm going to show you. We got more Black Friday deals for you coming up in just a second. But let's just get to the final game. It might be the greasiest of the three, but it's also my favorite of the three. Listen, I always try to be completely honest on this video. I've been terrible on totals in the last couple weeks. But overall, I think there's a lot of inefficiencies with totals in some of these games, with tempo and whatnot. I simply don't understand. This is one, and Tulsa's been a team I've attacked their overs quite a bit this year, and most of it, honestly, has been to great success. Tulsa simply can't play defense. They also play really fast, and they're also out of control with their aggressiveness. So that's a recipe for overs. It's also a recipe for extreme variance. These teams are terrible. FAU has 2 wins. They give up an insane amount of points. They gave up 39 points to Charlotte, 49 to East Carolina, 44 to UCF, 38 to UTSA, 41 to North Texas. Wow, that's horrendous. But hold on, Tulsa's on the other side. 3-8 Tulsa. Well, Tulsa not only gives up an insane amount of points, they get in insane games. They beat UTSA this year, 46-45. Then they lost to some bad teams. They gave up 59 points to UAB. They gave up 31 to East Carolina. They also scored, or 38 to East Carolina. They scored 31 in that game. They gave up 63 points to USF. I know I'm just box score hunting here and going through, but it's pretty clear that when these teams match up, every single time it feels like it's just someone scoring 40. And then you get that in a game with a 57.5 point total, and it's a 1-point spread. You would seriously think that both of these teams are able to eclipse 30 in this game. Unless there is some type of snow, sleet volcano that I'm not aware of, I don't see why this game wouldn't be played at the tempo that I want. The variance will be huge because these teams are going to be going for it all over the place. I like this spot. Over 57.5. Tulsa and FAU, 2 garbage teams. They will put up points in bunches. I think the soars over to round us out. All right, we're going to do a quick recap, but I mentioned one more. This is for you guys. Again, these deals, they don't come around often, but around the holidays, we here at OddsShopper, of course, want to make sure that we give people opportunities. And if you've said, you know what, I've seen these tools as well, I want to learn more about them, that's Portfolio EV. Again, it's a little different from here where I'm just giving out picks. This is more data-driven. We're talking about market-based approach. If you're not sure what that means, just go and check out the videos we have explaining this. This is game-changing stuff, and we are offering it for 75% off because we want people to try it with the code THANKS. The link is in the description of this video. If you are saying to yourself, I want to really iron out a process where I can get down volume and I want to incrementally build my bankroll, Portfolio EV is the answer. More than even my Discord, more than anything else, I would recommend Portfolio EV. So it's about what you're looking for as an individual bettor. I wanted to make sure you were aware of that because there's all different types of content out there, and you want to find the one that works for you. Not everything works for everyone, and that is totally fine. UCLA over in the Tulsa game in Arkansas State. That is wild stuff. I'm not sure who this works for. Almost 6-1 though. Let's put it on the board. Like I said, I'm not scared of the greasiness of this. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. We'll zoom right in there and do one more scroll as I butcher the layouts of this. UCLA over in the Tulsa game in Arkansas State. Friends, as always, appreciate you guys tuning in. Good, bad, and ugly. The support has been unbelievable this year, and I can't wait for bowl season. We got plenty more college football on this very channel, so you'll be seeing plenty of me and then college basketball as well, don't forget. But on this note, there it is. Little 3-leg parlay for Saturday of college football. If you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter at JazzRazBets. I'll talk to you guys soon. Good luck this week.